I don't remember who said this, but hatred is a poison we drink hoping the other person dies. And right now, there's a whole lot of people drinking that poison, hoping SSERAFIM is going to die. Yeah, the SSERAFIM is currently the object of hate of a lot of people. They're the object of affection of a lot of fans, but they're also getting a lot of hate. And to tell you frankly, I understand why. If I am forced to sort of explain why they're getting a lot of hate, is this: they are an actual threat. It has been quite some time since I've actually spotted a girl group in particular, that I would say has an actual chance of not just becoming successful in terms of sales and popularity, but also becoming successful on an artistic level. SSERAFIM has members that have a certain level of creative maturity already. And if they are able to work together, and if they're all able to grow and hone those talents, they have an actual chance of becoming, as I've said, not just the most successful girl group of all time, not just in terms of sales, but also creatively and artistically. And not just in Korea and not just in Asia, but in the whole world. Twice right now, I would say, is the undisputed leader in terms of sales. If you look at sales, they're the undisputed leader. And also in terms of productivity. But it's only recently that they're being given the chance to participate in the production of their songs, and they're more into writing, which are great, because ever since they've participated in the writing of their own music, they've actually produced some of the best songs they have ever produced and came out with in their career. So I'm also very excited to see how they mature. I hope eventually down the road they're also given the chance to participate in the production of their songs and not just in the writing of the lyrics. But SSERAFIM's advantage is that they're being produced by Bang Shiyuk, which is the same producer as BTS, and he is known for actually giving the members the responsibility of shaping not just the image and the performance, but the actual music, the actual narrative, and the actual creative direction of the group. So if they evolve and if they mature to a level where they can command the creative direction of their group, then they have an actual chance of becoming the most successful, not just in terms of sales, but also artistically and creatively girl group. They have a chance of actually becoming the most successful girl group, not just in Korea, but also around the world. Second reason is that they are everything a lot of people can't become. They're pretty, they're talented, they're disciplined, they're hardworking, and now they're famous. Don't you just see that? I don't have the envy and jealous gene in me, but a lot of people are. They actually are very jealous of people who have everything that they can't have. And it seems that SSERAFIM members just sort of hoarded a lot of those qualities by themselves. As I've said, they're beautiful, they're talented, they seem to be well-mannered, they have the opportunity on their hand right now, they're disciplined, they're hardworking. They wouldn't have been able to make it in Source Music or in HYBE had they not been hard workers. Second is the elite level talent. So as we know, there's half of the members of SSERAFIM are actually world-class musicians, or artists actually. So you have a guitarist, and then you have a world-class opera singer and a world-class ballerina. And the mere fact that they all have different influences, they all have different genre, if they can come together and if they can have a fusion and actually work together and mature together, they can, oh man, the kind of music that they can create, the kind of art that they can create can really push the envelope. They can really change the game. They have the actual chance of being a game changer, not just in Korea, not just in Asia, but globally. So that's one. Second is that the mere fact that they are world-class talents, that comes the awareness of international and global standards. They know that when you create art, it's not just, of course, being able to express who you are is important, but they also know, they have the appreciation for international standards. They know that when they create art, it is supposed to be consumed, and so they have more willingness to actually create something for the world, not just for themselves. And that can change a lot of things. So you suddenly have a group that will not just create songs for hits, but they will create songs for international consumption. And they have that awareness and appreciation for that because that's where they came from. Next is creative control, and a lot of people are hating on this because a lot of girl groups aren't actually given the chance to participate in the production and writing of their songs, sometimes for their entire career. Now, there are groups, like as I've said twice, who are finally given the chance to take control, to actually write and participate in the production, and that's great. But for SSERAFIM, and of course Blackpink, in the last album, I think in one or two songs, one or two members were actually participated in the production. But for SSERAFIM, right off the bat, in their debut single, the two of them were already given the chance to participate in the writing and the production. And that in itself is powerful because then you are already giving your members a chance to mature early. You're honing their talents early, and they're getting invested in the direction of the creative direction of the group. Now they're not just performers, they can feel it, that they are creators, that they're creating this group together with the company, and so they'll be able to pour in more of their energy because they're much more attached to what they're creating. And of course, just being with Hybe, they are being backed by probably the biggest entertainment company right now in Korea, and that comes with resources, with money, connections, and opportunities. Because it's an international company. Hybe is an international company. It's not just a Korean company. So it will be easier for them to actually have the connections to spot opportunities where they can actually express their creativity, and actually also get the exposure to the general public globally. But probably the biggest reason a lot of people find a lot of pleasure in hating them is BTS. They came from Hybe, which means they came from the same company as BTS, the company that BTS built. As everybody knows, because of the success of BTS, Big Hit has been able to create Hybe, who has been able to buy a lot of other companies, including Ithaca, the company of Scooter Braun. And a lot of people think that comes with BTS privilege. I don't know what that is, but maybe because BTS has the attention of the world, then everybody and any other group that came from their company or will come from their company also will get the attention of the international media. And also just being just being a sister of BTS, that's enough of a reason for a lot of people to hate. So if you are a fan of SSERAFIM, you have to brace yourself because there's a lot more hating that's gonna come your way. You have to be brave and you have to be really vigilant because you're up against a lot of fandoms who are very, very vigilant for their groups. As I've said, this is still just a potential. They've only come out with one album and one single, and we don't know what else they can offer. So whatever, it's already a successful album, but we are yet to see whether or not they can sustain their success and whether they can actually get anywhere else farther than all other groups. But I am personally looking forward to watching their growth. Their first single, I wouldn't call it a groundbreaking one artistically or in terms of performance. I think it was a safe choice. This is just my opinion, I don't know if I'm right, but I think Source Music and Hybe decided to go for something that will sort of marry what they know the general public of Korea will like, and also will push them towards get them some attention. We'll get some producers in the media from the international side. We'll get them to say, this group has a potential. But let's see. I'm excited to see them grow. As I've said, if you're a SSERAFIM fan, you have to brace yourself and you have to be ready. There's a lot more hate coming your way.